All right, let's do it, Aries. This is going to be y'all's May 2020 monthly video. So let's just go ahead and talk about it. Look, we're going to do two spreads. The first spread is going to be a general spread. And then the second spread is going to be, obviously, of course, more deeper into the love part of like what's going on with y'all, especially in regards to y'all's relationships. This is a big month for you guys, Aries. I'm not going to lie. Let me go ahead and shuffle these three decks because we're going to be using them for the tarot. But this is going to be a big month for you guys because this whole month is going to be kind of this drastic feeling of opposite of change. It's like, especially in your second house, because the sun's in Taurus, you got Mercury in Taurus, and you got Uranus in Taurus, which is your second house of possessions, the things that you hold deep to you, the things that you find pleasure in, joy in, fulfillment in. The sun being in Taurus with Uranus there is like this energy of like creating this erratical sense of pretty much like a 180 of like rethinking how things need to be done, especially if you're holding on to things that no longer suit you anymore. You're going to feel this urge this whole month of like approaching something in a new way, getting new ideas in a new way. And then Mercury's in Taurus for a small part of the month. So it's like there's this need to really go after and learn and talk about and open up and explain what it is that you want. There's this need to explore your ideas because Taurus is a very stubborn energy. So the sun being in Taurus is like it's trying to make you guys break free from old patterns, old habits, just like get out of this rut of holding on to and like whatever you're seeking pleasure in. There's a big change coming for you guys this month, especially with the full moon in Scorpio and you guys' 8th house Aries with y'all intimate relationships. This month's gonna be big for you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna do a general spread. We're gonna start first with the tattoo actually, you know what? No, we'll use the tattoo tarot. We'll use this one for the general, and then we'll use the tarot for the other tarot for the other reads. So let's do it. Aries, we're gonna go ahead and check and see what's going on with you guys coming into the month of May. We'll see where your energy is coming into the month of May, what you guys are kind of focusing on, your challenge, and then what to look at and pinpoint. So 7 of Swords. So Aries, you may feel like, let me go ahead and get some clarifiers, but yeah, I feel like this is exactly what I'm talking about. Keep in mind, we are doing we are doing y'all's relationship spread after this. So yeah, y'all's energy coming into the month is the 7 of Swords. So it's like 7 of Swords talks about, it's pretty much like the cheater, liar, thief card. It's like, you know, like maybe you feel like you're being manipulated in a situation or you're being manipulated by somebody, or there's like this energy of like somebody's not being honest with you and you can kind of sense that. I'm gonna clarify this too, so give me a second. And then y'all's advice is the Ace of Swords, which is like what I was kind of saying earlier. It's like taking direct action, communicating like the truth and figuring out the truth. So like I feel like your challenge for the month is it's all about really speaking your truth and like not staying in these situations to where it feels like you're not really understanding the full picture. It's like almost like you feel like in a way that you're being lied to or deceived or some type of way, Aries. And what to look at, what to focus on. The tarot's advice, you got the Tower card. So it's like you guys are, like I said, it's like this, the Tower card talks about erratic change that you really don't see coming. It just kind of strikes and hits you out of nowhere. So it's like there's a shakeup coming for you guys, Aries. Like this doesn't really surprise me that this is coming out, because it's like, especially for this month of May, it's like the sun will be in Taurus for the half of the month and then it's going to go into Gemini. So it's really trying to shake you guys up. Let's see. In a good way, of course. Yeah. I feel like also too, like Aries, like you have the 7 of Swords and the Strength card. So it's like you guys are like, I feel like you guys are really holding, I feel like you guys know like what's going on. It's like you're kind of just holding back of like either moving on or like using that willpower that you guys Aries have to like kind of get shit done or to like move on from certain things. But I just kind of feel like you guys don't really know the full picture. It's like you don't really know all the answers yet. It's kind of like you're waiting, you know? And I feel like this month, like the truth will come out. Like you're going to want to speak your truth. You're going to want to show up and you want to be honest, and you're going to want the honest truth. So you guys could be doing with the water sign. You have the Ace of Swords and the King of Cups. So it's like, this is the challenge. It's like, how are you going to be emotionally vulnerable in situations and speak the truth. Like if there's love there and you know you have it for somebody, it's like speaking that, or it's coming from a loving place of like being direct and being open and being honest about what it is that you need to say. For the advice, you got the Tower card and the Five of Pentacles. This is all about after, you know, like if something comes to a close or unexpectedly comes to a close, like you need to realize too with the Five of Pentacles talks about like feeling in despair, like you don't have any choices or options that kind of like, or resources to kind of get things done, or like to feel like you're not lacking something. It's kind of like, you know, like maybe there's like I feel like with the advice it's saying like there's a moment to when like, you know, when things come to a close or when things get drastically changed, like there's a change. It's like, don't, you know, just know that there is resources available. There is things available to help you with this Five of Pentacles. It's just like, don't feel like something's not enough in a way. The world we're living in right now is a bunch of crazy shit going on. This is like Jupiter and Capricorn energy right now, but there's not many doors, but there's the most important doors are open for you to access, Aries. So let's go ahead and get into y'all's, relationship spreads. Let's see what's going on with you guys there. Let's do it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use this stick. We're gonna shuffle a little bit more and then we'll start. See what's going on with you guys as far as your relationships. It's gonna be a big month for y'all too. Like with y'all's intimate relationships, like, yes, like the sun, Uranus, and Mercury will be in your second house of possession. So like the pleasure you feel, you know, like the pleasures you get from being around people, like things that you hold dear to you because it actually brings you some type of fulfillment. And then you got the full moon in Scorpio, which is going to be your 8th house of intimate relationships. So it's like there's a big kind of like, you know, what's really important. All right, let's do it. And like, what is it that you really want? Because it's trying to show you like it'll be there. It's just like there may have to be some big changes. So let's do it. All right. So right now, coming into the moment, I feel like you guys have the Knight of Wands reversed. I don't know if you guys are kind of feeling like this sense of like the Knight of Wands reversed. Maybe you guys are feeling kind of like this is a mutual energy between you and your person. So it's like maybe there's this sense of like you're kind of feeling almost like impulsive in a way. You guys both are. I don't know if there's like this impulsivity of like wanting to hurry up and take action on what you're desiring. In the past, you have the Justice card. I feel like you did make things right with this individual, though. You guys both did, like the Justice card. Like whatever problems there were, I feel like they did get worked through. I just kind of feel like now there's like really this impatient energy between you both, whether you know this or not with your person. Yeah, like in the past, you guys definitely. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the near future too, but you have the Knight of Wands reversed and the Chariot upright. So it's like I feel like there's this impatient energy of like, I don't know if you're talking to this person or not. I feel like you made things right definitely with this person, but I kind of feel like you guys are both moving forward with your life right now, Aries. Let me see. Are you guys, let me go ahead and get some clarifiers. Look, that Tower card came out again. And the Eight of Cups. Yeah, like some of you guys are gonna, coming into the moment now, like you guys both impulsively want to, I don't know if you guys want to come back around to one another or speak to one another. And to be honest, you may be taken by surprise, Aries, that somebody does come back around to you. But this is weird because I kind of feel like you guys are, got the Chariot, the Tower card, and the Eight of Cups. It's almost like you may get some type of like news or information, or you may like some of you guys just may decide, like, I feel like some of you guys are thinking right now, like, maybe it's just best to walk away from the situation. Like, that's what I'm kind of getting. Let's take a look at the past. But in the past, I feel like you guys made things right with this individual. You guys both did. I feel like you made things right, but I just kind of feel like you still didn't really trust, like, whether or not you could, like, jump fully into it, or, like, I'll show you in here in a second why. Yeah, look, that Seven of Swords came out again. It's like, you got the Page of Pentacles, the Fool card reversed, and the Seven of Swords. So it's like, I feel like there's like maybe an offer in the past, or there was like some type of communication in the past. I just don't really think you fully trusted it because you may have thought that I don't know, this could be you or the other person, but it's like somebody wasn't really honest. Maybe you didn't really think they were being honest. So that's why you kind of didn't really, I feel like it's because, I feel like that's why you didn't really fully trust to like jump in the situation and take that risk with this person. You got the Knight of Wands, the Chariot, the Tower card, and the Eight of Cups. I kind of feel like you guys are kind of just both walking away from this. But there's like this, kind of like this energy of like, you guys want to come back around to one another. And I feel like you guys will, honestly. If you're not talking to this person, I kind of see you guys come back around to one another. You have the Five of Pentacles reversed as a mutual energy. It's like you guys both want to come out of the cold and not feel abandoned in the situation, or just get out of this woe is me mentality and like come back around to one another is like what I'm getting. Let me see. Okay, you got the Nine of Cups reversed. The Ace of Swords reversed. I honestly kind of feel like, Aries, I kind of feel like the mutual energy is like you guys both want to come back around one another, but I kind of feel like somebody really doesn't want to give the other person a second chance. Yeah, I feel like, and if anything, I don't know if it's going to be you or the other person. You could be dealing with an air sign. It's almost in a way, it's like somebody's cold, detached, and really doesn't want to speak. Let's see. I'll show you the cards. Hold on, give me a second. In a way, it's almost like maybe you're not going to want to speak to this person in the future or throughout the month of May, Aries, because it's like, I feel like you think this person really kind of takes you off your center. However, it's like, I still don't see you guys wanting to, there's still this energy of like, you guys don't want this to end. And in fact, it's like, Aries, it's kind of like, let me go ahead and show you the cards. Got the Nine of Cups reversed, Ace of Swords reversed, and the King of Swords reversed. So it's like, I don't feel like there's this energy in the future of going out through May, like you guys want to come back to one another. It's just like you guys, nobody's really taking that first step to like talk or speak. And it's like, because you guys are totally detaching from the situation and you're not really wanting to kind of give this another go, or kind of like, I kind of feel like you may feel like the situation may drain you, or you guys may both feel like the situation is going to drain you. That's why you guys are not really wanting to take action toward it. Underneath the Nine of Cups reverse, you have the Two of Cups. That's what I'm saying, upright. So it's like, I feel like even though you may feel drained from this individual, it's like you still have that connection with them. It's just like, for whatever reason, you don't really want to speak, because it's like this person tends to kind of like make your life kind of get out of balance with the Temperance reverse. Like, it doesn't really bring a lot of peace to your life. It's more so of like making you very unbalanced and very like impatient and like weary. Underneath the King of Swords reverse, you have the Death card reverse. It's like, even though you guys are both detached, it's like, I feel like you guys are still like not really wanting this to fully close out with the Death card. Aries. Some of you guys could be doing with Aquarius. I got Scorpio. I got another Scorpio. I got fire sign, Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, another Aries. It could be any sign, but that's what I got for you guys, Aries. It's kind of like throughout the month of May, it's like, I feel like, and I have to be honest with you, like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you a fairy tale story. It's like, I feel like you guys are both kind of in this mode of like, there's the mutual energy is like you guys both want to come out of the cold from the situation. It's just like, who takes the first step is like, neither one of you guys are going to do it. It's because it's like, I think you guys both know it's like this situation to where it's like, it makes you uncentered and it makes you feel like there's a connection there, but there's like the uncenteredness about it, the energy around it. It's like you don't really want to put yourself fully into it, because it's like it really knocks you off your center. But like at the same time too, it's like you don't want the situation to close out. But I feel like throughout the month of May, Aries, I have to be honest with you guys, I feel like you guys are going to be in this energy of like, how do I say this? Not wanting it to end, but completely detaching from it though. All right, let's do it. We're going to do a new spread for new love to see if you guys aren't dealing with anybody, or if you're just looking for a new relationship. So let's take a look. We'll use this deck. I feel like a lot of you guys, Aries, may be really closed off. The Star card keeps popping out. Or I keep seeing it in the future. The Two of Cups reversed. Or the Two of Cups. Aries, I have to kind of be honest with you. As far as like new love, some of you guys may mean Aquarius, or I just kind of feel like Aries that you may just kind of just be emotionally like closed off and really working on your own self and your own healing and like connecting back to like your real self and like figuring out your real self. And that's the whole thing with Aries is like the Sun and Taurus on your, or with your rawness and Mercury. It's like there's a lot of new ideas that want to be acted on, but there's also a lot of healing for you guys too. There's a lot of figuring things out. That's why you guys may be closed off emotionally. The Two of Cups reversed with the Six of Pentacles. I honestly feel like for some of you guys, Aries too, it's like maybe you guys are going to be too busy to even connect with people. You have the Two of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Two of Cups reversed and the Six of Pentacles. It's like there's this energy of kind of like not really wanting to connect with others because maybe you have a lot of other stuff going on. This could be anything. This could be work, projects, goals, family. Let's see. Is there like anything at all coming in for Aries? Like, can they expect anything? Is there anything new? The Ace of Cups, yeah. There could be somebody new coming into your life, possibly a water sign. Let me see. Ace of Cups is like my card of like literally like somebody new expressing emotion to you or just emotion being expressed. I just kind of feel like things will come in for you, but it's like, I don't think you're going to really see the end all be all with whatever it is. You know what I mean? Because you have the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups reversed. It's like you may be doubting and questioning whether or not this is something you really want to put yourself into. Yeah, you have the Page of Cups. There's definitely a newer water sign. It could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or it doesn't have to be, but I don't know. I feel like for the most part, the reading is really picking up on the Aries that are like really trying to heal through stuff or just like trying to focus on themselves. So that's what I got for you guys, Aries. That is y'all's May 2020 reading. I am going to be doing the weeklies. That's a deeper, more look at what's going on during the week with the astrology, with your sun sign, Aries, of what's going on with you guys. The monthlies is too many things, so I can only pinpoint the overall gist of what's going on or what's kind of going on in the month of May. But the weeklies are definitely more easier to kind of talk the astrology of like what's going on, what you may be experiencing. So, Aries, that is y'all's May 2020 reading, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Leave a comment down below, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.